Hello everyone, I was playing off stream and I ended up playing against a streamer who was playing with two of his friends. I was accused excessively of cheating in this match by all three of them, and when I tried to explain myself in his stream after the match, I was banned from his chat. They then went on to continue to talk about how I was cheating when I wasn't, and heavily insinuated that I was also bad for cheating, having hatchets as Huntress, proxy camping, and having all those perks. The main point they kept using was that my heavy info reading perks were just to cover up my tracks, when that's not true at all. I have heavy info perks because I am a huntress who enjoys to go for snipes. They also said I was so mad that they beat me when that's not really the case at all. I played this game very casually and was just having fun getting snipes and fun shots, which is all I typically really care about when I play Huntress. But with that, let's get into the video. Now, a quick disclaimer is that this video does use material that is, well, created by another content creator. I am using their content for criticism and as such falls under one of the categories for fair use. I would also like to add that there will be no recorded content of my own since I was not recording this game. The start of the match is pretty boring, to be honest, so we'll go ahead and skip past a bit and go to either important bits or accusations here in a second. This part here has little importance otherwise to show that one of the SWFs did say that he thinks that I have bitter or calls out. He says bitter, I assume that means bitter murmur, as this is pretty important here in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, this guy. 95%. Next shot time.
What? Bro, how did this bitch just throw that shit across the map at me? Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Better barbecue.
Bro, barbecue with what? What are you talking about? There's no hook. What are you guys talking about right now?
Yeah, you're right.
Is that Iron Maiden?
Oh, wow. Yep.
I think it's bitter.
He finishes a gen here and immediately acts suspicious as if I am cheating because I sniped him off of bitter murmur. But his teammate says that he thinks I have it already. He then runs to a locker and hides in it. I continue to chase his teammate very close to the locker. This should be the most compelling piece of evidence that I am not stream sniping, as I would have just ran to the locker and opened it and grabbed him. Although, credit given where credit is due, it's pretty easy to not remember small stuff like this whenever you think you're dealing with a cheater already. I'm catching people like that because it's a straightforward shot.
I'm on the gen main.
Whoever's in the main, just get close to me because I'm fucking in this power.
What?
He's reloading.
I dead-hearted. Oh, whatever.
I just gotta cut in real quick and say that I love how delayed Elodie's reaction is to getting down.
I got no time for that.
Watch out. How the fuck she know you were there? Go.
Yeah,
Leave,
I don't know how
leave,
she knew I was there.
Leave, bro.
That's good to do.
It should be pretty clear from the way I moved initially off of this pallet that I didn't know Zarina was there. I was baiting the pallet save like most killers will. He had been under that pallet for quite a while at this point, and the chance that someone had gotten in position for a save in my mind was, well, almost 100%. I turned to Zarina after I heard her footsteps when I backed up and faced my right.
Nice.
No, she's cheating, bro. The way she's throwing these shits is she's cheating.
Nah, that shit crazy.
Bro, she threw some crazy shit at me just now. Whoever that is need to take off, yo. Can you?
From where you can see I am from where I threw that hatchet, I'm unsure why he's saying this hatchet is over to the top or a cheating hatchet. I knew he was close to recovery and was paying close attention to the survivor HUD in case he got picked up or was waiting for me to leave to use Unbreakable. I just turned around and threw a hatchet here.
How y'all not? What are y'all doing? Y'all are both unhealed. What y'all doing?
It's a rando.
This bitch knows exactly where y'all at. What am I telling? What I have to tell y'all? Yeah, pick that person up right there. This bitch is cheating, bro.
But in this situation, I was looking around to see if Zarina was going to come in for the save. I knew that the survivors had to be on that side of the map since Elodie wasn't picked up yet, and Zarina ran deep into that side of the map whenever I picked up Michaela. When I looked around for her, I saw a blood trail on the ground hugging the rock. I do agree though that this certainly looks sus, and out of every accusation of me being a cheater, this is literally the only one that could have any merit at all.
Crazy.
Coming over there. Move.
This rando ain't healing.
Random, who the fuck is running towards me? Oh my god, this bitch is cheating. I'm about to
What?
Also, another delayed reaction by Elodie here. This is another situation where it makes zero sense for me to be wall hacking. My movement is to go behind the tile where Elodie was down instead of behind the main building where they crawled to. If I knew exactly where everyone was, I wouldn't path like this. Also, the streamer complains that his friend is running towards him here, then accuses me of cheating when I down his friend. I also don't understand why his other teammate is criticizing the Meg here. Meg literally saved this match for them. She was on top of everything. Now, after this, I do feel bad that I'm slugging them heavily, so instead of going after Meg to get the 4K right now, I just pick up and hook Elodie, which did cost me the match.
Come get me, whoever that is.
It's a
Picked
rando.
up whoever that is.
Wow.
What the fuck is that rando doing? That's a rando running?
Yeah, the rando's crazy.
Rando's
I'm
fucking
gonna get you. I'm
dumb,
gonna
bro.
get you. Do I get a dead hard?
Definitely cheating, man.
Also, there's plenty of time to pick them up and rescue you here. Sure, unhooking you is more time efficient, but it's not necessary in this case, especially if I were to be chasing Meg instead of picking up Elodie.
Yo, we gotta go back here. Follow me, man. Bitch is eating, man.
Oh my god.
Alright, yeah, let's triple heal over here. Nah, y'all too close. Too close. Right here.
What?
What is the rando doing, bro?
I'm gonna try to get the save.
Yeah, get the save.
The rando is making the right calls. The rando is actually keeping an eye out for me. That was my second hatchet and you guys kept running back. If the Meg would have committed to that triple here right there, I would have downed 2 of you, at least, maybe even 3 of you. That could have been a game-losing decision, and you're criticizing Meg for it.
Go
Yeah,
over the rando.
Yeah.
Y'all
Pretty-
heal up when
pretty
y'all
bad.
get that save, man.
Yeah, let's heal up. Check.
Cheating ass bitch, man. What's up, ninja?
All
How
right.
you not going?
I know what I have to do.
Oh, y'all.
I know exactly what I have to do.
Heal up, yo, cause I'm about to
Let's
heal
heal.
up.
Come on.
Heal up.
Now, I do think going here to the corner, booning and healing is absolutely the right call. They're still very, very far in the lead, and they can play this slow. He can run to the corner, he can heal up here, and then he has an extra health state later on in the game that may actually destroy me.
Yo, anybody getting the save?
What?
I'm going for it right now, but she knows exactly where we're at. She just knows, bro. Like, what the fuck?
She probably has wall hacks, bro. The way she's throwing them hatchets, bro.
She just
She's
knows.
throwing the hatchets too crazy, bro.
Well, of course I know exactly where you guys are at. I had barbecue and chili, and you stayed near the hook that the Elodie was at. Like, yeah, I know where you guys are at. You were healing under hook. I hooked the Meg. I saw you guys healing on barbecue and chili. Yeah, I know where you guys are at. You didn't move.
Bro, she's throwing them shits extra fast, all types of crazy shit.
What do you mean throwing them extra fast and all? What? I had no add-ons. Like, this is normal hatchet speed. But for those of you that are unaware, you could hold the hatchet to charge them up and throw them faster and have less of a drop-off. Since the streamer thinks that I'm throwing them super fast, maybe he is unaware of that. But for those of you guys out there, and if he ends up watching this, yeah, you can charge up your hatchets, you can throw them faster.
Left my gen at 99 by the shack. Can't do that one. I have to leave that at 99. I'm gonna be free again.
I was impressed by this 99 gen play. Good job.
Are you serious?
He got upset here because I cross-mapped his BT, but trust me, Elodie, I was just as upset as you are that that hatchet hit you instead of Meg. And trust me, that was devastating.
Bro, I'm finishing this.
The accusation that is about to happen is beyond weird. Do you see that circle? Yeah, that's me. He is inside a main building. Yeah, let's have a multiple choice quiz on what spawns at this specific part. Is it a wall, a breakable wall, or a window? Now, for those of you guys that have eyes, you might see that you can actually see the window I threw this hatchet through.
Right now.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I can't even finish this bitch.
She just hit me through a wall. No one can go through a wall.
I decided to chase Michaela here because, well, I just didn't really care about winning. The play was to go and hook and kill Zarina and stay around that gen, but winning just isn't the main goal of mine for me. I just wanted to land hatchets.
I have to just glide it through a fucking wall.
Cheating ass bitch. Yeah, y'all finished that. Cheating ass
I'm
bitch.
reporting her.
I cannot believe you guys
For real. Cheating ass bitch.
The Rose hatchet is cheating.
Somebody gotta come.
Y'all know this trick about the door?
Y'all finish either not real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll go first. I'll go first.
6. Well, you ain't even sleep yet, or you just woke up?
I'm at the door that's across from the big house, the main house.
Yeah. Who the fuck is crawling over there? The random? What the fuck? Who comes over there? What the hell is that?
She's on me. I'm gonna die.
It was Elodie crouching by that gate, not the random. Elodie called out that he was there. But everything that went wrong this game is blamed on either the random being dumb or me being a cheater, so that's not really all that surprising, is it?
Yeah, she's on me. I don't have the team.
Who's reviving?
I'm on my way, bro. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, they got him out? I'm at the furthest door, the one by the main house.
Notice here that I didn't chase Michaela and tunnel her off of that hook, despite, as he said, being so mad that I was losing. If I was so mad that I was losing, I would have taken the 3 seconds to down you and then go for Zarina. But I didn't do that, because I'm not mad that I lost. Even then, it was a 2K. I'm not mad about that. That's a tie.
Get out of here versus cheating.
By the main house, by the main house.
Bro, this is
No.
nobody got the other door. Bro,
I gotta go back. That's it.
Come on, bro.
where is she at? How am I supposed to get there if I'm injured, bro? Everybody just stayed at one door.
On the way to us.
Yeah, just leave, bro.
Get the fuck out of that game.
But how the fuck you know where I'm at? Actually, wait, whoa, whoa!
So hold on, you're
Why
telling
can't I
me she
leave?
got you before you left?
Blood warden, blood warden.
What the fuck?
She's not a blood warden.
Oh my god, yo.
Right. I'm about to be
Nah, you getting reported. You getting reported, bro. You being extra with this nonsense.
Now I'm getting reported for Blood Warden. For those of you that don't know what Blood Warden is, it lets you see the auras of anyone inside the exit gates, as well as seals the exit gate if you hook someone during endgame collapse.
That is insane.
Patch is right here too.
Shot. Yes,
Being extra with this nonsense.
yes, yes.
Suck it, you cheating ass mother.
I wish I could show what he's doing here, but I value hiding his identity over having something cool in my video. But basically what he's doing is he's just flipping me off with both of his hands. That's really it. It'd be funny to show, but I want to mask his identity.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Bro, too many wall hacks and shit was going on just now, bro. Let me look at her perks. Cause yo, in order for that shit
Oh
to
no,
be
she's
right.
getting reported. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let me look at her perks. Fuck the barbecue and chili. When we did the gen, she threw a hatchet from across the map at me. She has no perk that tells her when the gen's done and lights up all the auras. Or does she? Is that bitter murmur?
How can you be so confident that I am cheating, but not know what bitter murmur is? Like, I understand he figured it out after a couple seconds, but like, my guy, if you're so confident I'm cheating, how do you not know what bitter murmur is directly?
It's bitter, but
Oh, she might not be hacking, bro.
She doesn't.
I don't know. It's weird, bro. Cause it's weird.
For a second, he almost realized what info builds do. He almost did. He was so close! But if you really wanted to figure out whether or not I was cheating, why did you ban me so quickly? That doesn't make sense. I tried to have a conversation with you. I sent 3 messages in your chat, and you banned me.
I think she has on these perks to cover her tracks, bro. Because
nuts.
how the fuck is she hitting everybody? Like when I was on the hook, no gens pop, and then she turned around and started hitting him when he was coming to save me. Then she turned around and started, yo, this shit just weird, bro. Yeah, nah, it's not even that, bro. People be putting on perks to cover up these tracks, bro.
Good Huntress players that run this build will keep a mental map of the approximate location where survivors should be. That's all I do. You guys can watch my stream. You guys can come by my stream. I do this while I am playing and streaming. Granted, it's much more difficult to do this on stream because I'm constantly interacting with chat and everything. But like, this is something I do all the time. This is a common occurrence for me. To add on to that, after the match was over, I went into his chat to tell him GG well played, and I saw this.
Motherfuckers be hacking and fucking
You should see
putting on these perks to say, oh no, I had this on. Doesn't make any sense, bro.
That's the end of that clip. I'm just putting this here as a little break to let you guys know that the video is going back to the normal format of me just responding to direct clips again.
Because every time, bro, she was throwing hatchets across the map. How you throwing hatchets across the map?
Have you ever played against a good Huntress before? It's the expectation against Huntress to watch out for cross-map hits. Good survivors will tuck themselves into spots where I can't make any shots like that.
None of them. Listen, none of the perks she had related to how she was playing that game. She was cheating.
No. Listen.
She was cheating.
I'm not even sure what this means here. What do you mean it doesn't relate to how I was playing that game? The entire issue was that I knew where you guys were, right? That's what these perks enable. These perks help me track you guys and keep like an idea of where you guys should be the entire match.
Listen.
Telling you.
She had bitter murmurs, so
Promise
she's seen
you.
all of us when we did the gens. She had barbecue and chili, so when she hooked people, she's seen the shit. But the shit that she was doing when people weren't getting hooked, or people weren't fucking, or people were already hooked, or people were fucking, no gens were getting done and people were already hooked, was too crazy, bro.
You're correct when you say these perks don't let me see the aura of everyone constantly. Yes. I don't need to see auras to know generally where survivors should be, and typically I'm correct on where I think they should be. The pathing of all of you guys was incredibly predictable. If I see someone run to a corner of the map, it's not all that crazy to think maybe they come in to the middle of the map rather than directly back down through the corner of the map, right?
When I was on the hook, how did she know you were there, bro?
I didn't. I assumed she was in the area because she just ran to the back corner of the map. And then I was correct that she was around the area. That's simple. I think they're in this area. Looks an area. Sees survivor. Chases survivor. It's really that simple.
Because
That's what I'm saying.
barbecue and all that shit was long gone. You came from like,
He made it seem very subtle, but she was cheating.
This is a scenario that I was mentioning before. I knew Zarina had to be in the general area, and I saw a blood trail going around a rock when I went to see if she was coming in for the save. I didn't know she was there. I knew she was in the area. And then, I was able to use that knowledge to determine where she was. This is basic killer tracking 101.
It was very subtle.
Nah, this bitch was doing too much, bro. And them fucking hatchets were
Like
doing
someone
some
who
crazy
don't know the
shit,
game,
too.
No,
they would not know she was cheating. It was very subtle. That bitch was cheating.
Listen, I was in
Like
the
going
middle
through
of-
walls. Yeah, yep.
She pre-fired that shit and hit me. while
You
I
were
was
where?
attacking me.
You were where?
I was in the middle.
Now, I'm really confused here. Earlier, his friend said that I threw the hatchet through a wall, but here, and you can hear him talking over his friend here, but he said I pre-fired it. So which one is it? Did I throw it through a wall? Or did I pre-fire it through the window?
Of me.
Mm-hmm. And
And
what happened?
she was by the hook,
Mm-hmm.
and I swear on my mama's life, that hatchet went through walls. I
Yeah, I was.
swear.
For those of you that forgot, here is where I threw that hatchet through a window before. Where's the hook he's talking about that I'm standing next to?
And I'm not hating because I got out this motherfucker anyways, no matter what the fuck she was doing. Because at the end of the day, bro, that shit was too spicy, bro. I'm like, bro.
I'll take this as a compliment. Thank you for thinking my Huntress play was so spicy that you had to report me for cheating.
It was getting a little ridiculous. And she was mad she was getting beat up too, you know.
Also, I couldn't care less I was losing. I don't really play this game to win anymore. Sure, it's nice, and I don't actively try to lose, but it's not my primary goal in the game anymore. If I can go for the win, I go for the win. But if I lose, it's like, oh well.
Hell yeah, we was fucking her up. We had one gen left and it was like, what, 2 hooks?
Nah.
Yeah, you guys were absolutely destroying me. Which makes it even more weird that you're accusing me of cheating.
Barney,
Alright.
thank you for enough Barney.
You said that was between 2 windows. Who's the
What?
scrub though, bro? You got your ass beat at me anyway. You can't call me no scrub, I'll tell you that.
This is an outright lie that I called him a scrub. I said I threw that hatchet between 2 windows, scub. Because Zarina has scub in their name. I was directly replying to the clip they're talking about here, but he bans me from chat saying that I called him a scrub. To be honest, fair play, you can ban me from your stream however much you want. It's your stream. But it's really weird you continue to talk shit after you banned me.
You probably was in here sniping the whole time. You was moving suspect as hell when I was on that hook, boy. Suspect is a little bitch.
Yeah,
These people can't
it's
talk
a
now, nigga.
Why would I need to snipe if I was wall hacking as you said? Also, again, never called you a scrub. Read my chat logs.
Say you played a Huntress hacker once. Doing the same, bro. I played a hacker before that was doing the same shit, coming up their tracks with the dumbass fucking perks. I'm like, nah, this person's hacking. I don't care what nobody says. Fuck these perks. I know when the perks aren't active. You're not gonna play with me like that.
Perks don't need to be active at that specific time to give people a general idea of where people are. For someone who has as much time in the game as you have, like your devotion 20, you should be able to understand that you don't have to see someone's aura to know they're in Shack if you saw them in Shack on barbecue. Of course, that's just an example, right? But that's the kind of logic he's using, like, oh, barbecue's over, yep, nope, killer's blind.
Did you
It
send
was
it?
very subtle. For someone who don't know the game, wouldn't catch on to it.
People do that shit all the time, try to cover their tracks, bro.
Responding to his friend here, I'm unsure how he can talk as if he knows the game incredibly well and saying that, people who don't know the game couldn't pick up on it, but they can, But, like, he was mad I knew where he was and confused why he couldn't leave through the exit gate when Bloodwarden was active.
Bro, you're doing way too much, and you're doing all of that, and you still couldn't get more than 2. What did she get? 1 or 2 kills? Oh, she got you with the Blood Warden, right? Yeah, she got him with the Blood Warden. She got 2 kills, right?
Okay,
Couldn't get more than 2 kills with all them perks and all that
Yeah,
other
but
extra shit you was doing.
technically,
And you have hatchets,
names,
and
I
your
believe so,
proximity
75.
camping. I'm on the hook in your proximity camping with a Huntress.
This is what I mentioned before. I should have gotten more than 2 kills because I was using them perks, all that extra shit, proximity camping, having hatchets on hundreds, I guess. I'm not sure what his friend is saying at the same time here. I tried but can't hear him over the streamer. I'm hearing technically the same name as somebody fired? But What do you guys hear? Something else I'd like to add in is that I got 2 kills because you escaped due to a mercy mechanic.
So you're ass 9 from the jump anyway.
What does that even mean?
Take that shit and cash out. Huh?
Oh, trust me, I will take it and cash out. This video's probably 40, 50 minutes by now. Comment from the future here. Video's at 25. Not 40 or 50. So, that is all I really have to say about this match and the post-game interaction we had. I don't dislike this streamer, by the way. Nothing you did here was incredibly out of line. Maybe I was a bit too quick to defend myself rather than just ignoring this. But when you go into a stream to say GG and instead you're accused of cheating on a game you love, and pride yourself in the ability to play, it's incredibly demoralizing. I will be sure to record all games I play off stream from now in case something like this happens again, as this situation honestly kinda sucks. It's incredibly sad for a streamer to call another streamer a cheater and then not even take the time to hear them out and explain themselves. What do you guys think? From the POV of the streamer, would you think I was cheating as well? Do you think I should have done what I normally do against streamers and just take it easy and play dumb to avoid this kind of stuff? It's honestly starting to be really frustrating that every time I play against a streamer and I don't pretend to ignore people, that I am getting slammed with accusations of cheating or stream sniping. This isn't the first time this has happened to me, but it is the first time I've been banned from chat explaining myself. It's a really unfortunate cycle, and being as small as I am, it's hard to try and convince larger streamers that you're a real player. They already have a dedicated player base. In this case, he had a SWF. The echo chamber was already in action. I'm not upset that they thought I was cheating. I'm upset that they thought I was cheating, wouldn't hear me out, and then talk shit about me after I was banned and talked down to me. If any of you know who this is, do not go and harass him or anyone in his community. I have done all I can think to do to mask his identity in this video here without removing important context, and that is for a reason. If you harass him, you and any other known account you have of yours will be banned on my Twitch chat with no hope of being unbanned. Thank you to everyone that made it this far. If you enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing with a friend, anything you feel like you would like to do. It helps the channel grow, and I will see all of you guys in the next video or live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tomacaster, link in the description. Thank you again, everyone, and goodbye.